Coach, they love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro, and he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Just like that. Check the backer, check the backer.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Murray going to throw. Able to find Isabella. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Looking deep downfield. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Set, ready. Now to look. Hey, it's coming up. Hey, let's go, let's go, let's go. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Now Jackson on first down. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Let's go. 18 Gator. 58 right there. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. 51 to Mike. 51.
Now it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
He's going to look deep for more. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Jackson to throw. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
56 is the mic. 56 the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. Let's go. Defense. Mike 56.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Double time. You got three down. 48. What? I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
second down, Murray sets to throw. Dancing to his left. Finding room at the 30. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick, but instead it falls down incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now this time, Murray to throw it. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. 12 yards there and a first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we get everybody he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Pernell McPhee drops him for a loss of 10. And it's going to be 4th and long. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. Don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Letting one go. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
56. Check 56.
Now Jackson going to throw again. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Muhammad Wilkerson sacks him that time, coming in off the edge. Well, it was second and long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now after that sack, it's third and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson on third and long. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So following the holding call, what can they do here on third and long?
Mike 35, Mike 35. I'm on. 35's the mark.
From the gun, Jackson being chased out left. And this is going to be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Now it's Peterson. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. A reminder coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one from Atlanta. Eagles and Falcons, 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday Night Football, Odell Beckham back in New York, back in MetLife Stadium. Browns and Jets, 8:15 Eastern on Monday night. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Johnson on the counter. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Murray with a 3rd and long. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Throw left side complete. That's Bird. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Let's go.
12 more yards there and another first down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
On the ground, this is Johnson. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. To Johnson again. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to. But
and he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense. It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
The Raven passing game getting in sync, another 1st down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Marquise Brown, the rookie, his intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Jackson throwing again, and this will be incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
58's the money. 58's the money. All day, dude. All day.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he's going to get this inside the 30. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Hey, hold on. Off. Double dog. That's the way. 30 seconds.
This time, Jackson will throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Here we go. Watch tight end.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 20-yard line.
Come on, set. Let's go, D. Double time, double time. Alert, alert.
From the gun, Murray. He's going to let this one go deep. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. To throw on 3rd down. Murray staying on his feet. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And hear the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation allows him to get home.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Let's go. 58, boys, 58, 58.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Roberts with it over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
You go tight. You got tight. Go. You got tight right there. Yeah. Motion. 35's the mic. You don't want to.
Jackson from the shotgun. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
25-yard line.
Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
56 to Mike. 56
On third down, Jackson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
So that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the third time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses.
It's
and
rare.
excited is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
First down, Murray. Buying time to his left. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Here's Murray. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Murray again, second and 10. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out first and 10. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Let's go, son.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
35's the mic. You got to get the ball, D. Get the ball.
They go play action now. Jackson. Looking left side. Andrews with it complete. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's Jackson operating from the gun. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold.
Coming, baby. I'm coming. 58, boys. 58. 58, Mike. What's the run? Hey,
from the gun, Jackson. And this is incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target. Third down here.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
35's the mic.
They go play action with Jackson. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. On the return is Peterson. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I got you.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's Isabella open on the right side. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Murray. And he slings one that's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off.
1st down, Arizona.
This quarterback now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. David Johnson on his way. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, his first touchdown of the new season, and the Cardinals will extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Check curls, check curls. Month 56. Month 56. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to air one out. He's got him in. Complete. The 20. 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. They begin the drive with Johnson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, That's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Matt Judon. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray, and he's got his man. It's the tight end Clay. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff, Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight left, left. Hey, ready, go. Check 48's the mic. Check 48, go.
From the 41, Murray. The left side caught by Diggs. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Now Murray. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. They pick up 12 on the play, and the chains move.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Johnson. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 36, Murray, screenplay, Johnson. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. He had one touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
They'll run it with Johnson. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some...
And he fights his way in, not giving up. And it's a Cardinal touchdown. Andy Isabella. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
58 the mic. Not today, you are. Not today. 58 the mic. 58. 58 the mic. He's tired of me. He's tired of us. Echo, echo. Yeah. Mike, 58 right there. Get your swerve on. 58, boys. 58.
From the gun, Jackson. And he's got the rookie from Oklahoma, Marquise Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. Jackson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Come on, sack. 6 yards. 58. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Flush to his right. Over the middle, complete. It's Roberts. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Muhammad Wilkerson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack on first down, Jackson. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. The Ravens on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 15. Now Jackson. And he will find Hurst in the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens. Hayden Hurst, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens cut into that lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern in the middle of the end zone.
And ordinarily, that's a tough spot to find because there's usually coverage to take away that portion of the field. But they found a gap, and they exploited it.
They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down carry here for Johnson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll run on first down. Johnson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Shakes off the sand. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Matt Judon able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26.
58, boys, 58, 58. Watch the run, watch the run. It's shot, baby, that's a baby shot. Hey, 58 is a mic. Boy, 58 is the mic.
Jackson now. From the gun, he'll throw. He's going to air one out. He's got it at the 15. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 65 yards.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Ingram. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Ingram. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the 4th. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Man open right side, it's the tight end Clay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Ready. Come on. Hey, check. Hey, we got time. Key to tight end. We got four.
There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out.
Right there. All day, baby.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Here's Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but now it's third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Throwing is Murray on third down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie, and you know sometimes those experienced DBs, they love going against the young pups, don't they?
And I go back to the offseason, had a quick conversation with him about, hey, when you play younger quarterbacks, what's it like for you? And he says it's like being a boxer. I give him a lot of different angles, a lot of different looks, and a lot of times I just bait the young guy.
And there he baited him right into the interception. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. On first and 10, it's Jackson. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on second and 10.
Here I come. Here I come again.
To throw is Jackson. To throw again. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. The sack by Terrell Suggs.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Here's Jackson on third and long. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Tight end right. Three down. Hey, number 8's coming. Number 8's Mike. 35's the Mike. Danny.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, it's Johnson. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 28-yard line.
So second down, and this defense certainly going to sell out to stop the run. They go to Johnson again. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They get the tackle Marcus Gilbert, second-round pick back in 2011 out of Florida. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. And they take a knee.
Set, ready. Now the whip. 41 Mike. Watch the backer, watch the backer. Set up.
Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey, hey, hey. You got three, you got three. Three down, three down.
Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Gonzalez's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Let's go. 18 Gator. Delta, Delta. Get him. Get him.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Heavy, heavy. 35's the mic. Exit, exit.
One last shot for Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Cardinals, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.